This AAA player has been generating a lot of buzz with his stellar play of late. Excellence commands attention. If he keeps it up, visits from reporters will become commonplace. And an invitation to the big stage inevitable. A manager checks in with his ball club.
Hi, Nikki. How are you? How's the family? I'm doing real good, thank you. Just chilling, playing some baseball. That's good to hear.
There is rain in the area, but we've been given the go-ahead to get this one started. Tonight we wrap up this brief two-game series between the Buffalo Bisons and the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. The kid, Shorty, a right-hander from the Keystone State, gets the ball as the starter in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you always like to begin the season on a good note. In his first start of the year, he did just that, picking up the win. There's nothing he'd like to do more than to get number 2 in this one here.
Digging in, Chip Morey. He'll get us started in this one under the
Leading
lights.
off for Buffalo, the center fielder, Chip Morey.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And a ball 1-0. Fellas are home 9 as they begin play here this evening. They continue to fall on hard times, losing again last time out, and that makes 7 losses in their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, the last game, they got to wash that down the drain. They got absolutely boat raced by a big margin. They got to put that behind them, show up to the yard today looking to fight. Everything changes once the first pitch is thrown.
The 1-1. Ground.
1-1.
And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. What do we need to know about these guys for this evening's matchup on the road, D-Row?
Yeah, Matty, this lineup has just gone cold. It happens from time to time, but somebody's going to have to create a spark. Hopefully, it's with the first 2 guys in the batting order.
The first baseman, Danny Giles.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. 1 out, nobody on. And they set up away with the fastball, but it misses. 3-1. The 3-1. And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away. Coming to the plate now, Rowdy Tellez. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Hey, he got away with that one right there. If he's going to live up there, spinning it up top of the zone, he's going to get hurt.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
The third baseman.
Digging in, Brandon Drury. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. The 1-0.
1-1-1.
Fielded cleanly. Childs is off at first with 2 away. Soft left side. Clips it behind his back. And after that head scratcher, everybody's going to be safe. Stepping in, Billy McKinney. And he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. He's set. Here it comes. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The 0-1 offering. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now. McKinney, just 24 years of age. He was selected in the first round back in the draft of 2013.
Hey, this guy hasn't reached the big leagues yet, but he's coming. You're going to know his name at some point. He just got a few more developmental things to work on.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1, no score. Stepping up to the plate, Breivik Valera. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
The second baseman, Breivik Valera.
He's set, and the pitch. Grounded fouled off to the right side. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
You still here, Nicky?
In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A called strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
Ready on 1-2. And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2. Swinging a soft liner, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches base to start out their half of the second inning.
Man, he got the front foot down right there, kept the front shoulder tucked, and was able to stay inside that ball for a soft liner in his center field.
At the plate, Tim Figueroa, runner at first to start the inning. And Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry, and if you don't have a good feel on that grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. A runner at first with no outs here. That's popped up. Number 36 has room in foul territory. Makes the play, 1 away.
Time for a look at the defensive alignment for the home team. Hey, let's focus on Cameron Maybin in the outfield. One of the more dynamic outfielders in our sport. He's able to cover a ton of ground, gap to gap. I almost feel like he's playing left center to right center. He's not playing center field. He's got it all covered, bailing the other guys out, and not shabby with the offensive tool either.
This is the tough guy right here to hit into a double play. He's fast and he swings from the left side, so out of the box he's going to get a good break. You might have to try to get the strikeout right here, because very rarely are you going to get this guy to ground into a double play.
Maybin there to put it away for out number 2. Standing in, Richie Courtney. First at bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night. In there at the knees, strike 1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch, because it'll be important for him.
And he looks at one in there, 1-2.
Love that pitch right there, and he executed it perfectly. A big arcing curveball that starts at the batter's hip and then just bends onto the inside corner. A lot of hitters have a tendency to open up way too early, and they can't make good contact on that pitch.
Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2, and we are tied 0-0. Striding in once again, Chip Murray, 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Chip
First pitch on its way. Grounded back up the middle. Wade over to his left. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. Now at the plate, Danny Childs. He drew a walk his first time up.
Childs.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Frazier will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 2. Rowdy Tellez the next to bat. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike. Third inning, no score to this point. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Some guys have no trouble hitting with 2 strikes, and some guys never want to get there. Let's see the approach right here. I'd like to see him shorten up a little bit, maybe choke up and try and work the ball back up the middle the other way.
Oh, and there's the good curveball as he set down on strikes for the second time here tonight. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3, and we are tied 0-0. Brandon Drury will bat next.
Leading off for Buffalo.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this or does somebody score here?
Oh, you have to love. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
Here comes the first pitch. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Had nibbled the corner there, but missed 2. 2-1. The 2-1 home is swung on and missed for strike number 2. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. He'll take this in without much trouble, and 2 are gone here to start the 4th. So digging in now, Breivik Valera. He singled his last time up.
Valera.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he'll lay off a fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Swing and a miss on a pitch off the inside edge. It's 2-1.
That's evidence of a pitcher and catcher being totally in sync out there. That tells me they both know that's a good pitch for him right now.
And he fouls this one off. The 2-2 lifted down the line in left, and this will wind up a foul ball. And a breaking ball freezes him. Strike 3 called, and the side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4, and we are tied 0-0. At the plate, Tim Figueroa comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First offering on its way. That softly hit to right. Will that get down? Nope. A nice job by the retreating first baseman to look it in for the out. So the base is empty here with 1 away. And up next, the University of Virginia product, Derek Fisher. From the stretch. And a called strike down in the zone. 0-1.
Hey, this guy has been locating his fastball all game to perfection. Talking to a number of big league pitchers over the years, they'll tell you a well-executed fastball with good location is still the best pitch in the game.
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Fastball well outside.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Now batting, shortstop, Richie.
Standing in now, Richie Courtney, as he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. A ball and a strike. Weak grounder. To his left, Wade. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. Last half of the 5th coming up, and we still have no score. Settling in now, Chip Morey. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
Riddle is there. He's got it 1 away. Ready once again, Danny Childs. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Danny.
First pitch of the at-bat. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike.
I think he's pitched better than anyone really expected in this one. He's done a real nice job, but someone's going to make him pay if he puts too many more pitches in that location.
And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2.
Hey, that's a well-executed fastball right there at the bottom of the zone. If he stays there all day, it's going to make for a long day for the offense. Unless they're willing to bend their legs and get down and create some different launch angle, he's on point right now.
So we got him swinging. Danny Childs goes down for out number 2 in the top half.
Now batting, number 44.
Into the box now, Rowdy Tellez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Line hard to the left side, but foul.
It looked like from our perspective he gave up on that one a little too quick and then tried to emergency hack late.
2-1.
1 strike, the count.
2 out, nobody on. He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
Count remains full. Another full count offering on its way. Hit back up the middle. Wade gloves it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half of the inning. The 5, 6, and 7 slots due up in the bottom of inning number 6, and we still have no score. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Brandon Drury. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. And even 1-1 count to Brandon Drury. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. Fouled off. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
Great AB so far. I'd really like to see this guy work a walk and get on base for this team. Maybe give them a shot of confidence that they got a shot to get back in this one.
Full count still.
That's up.
This is popped up. Number 36 in foul ground. 1 out. That'll bring up Billy McKinney.
Now batting, left fielder, Billy
First pitch coming. Here it is. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
The 7th inning is one of those innings when you might start seeing some warning signs from your starters that they're reaching the end of their rope, but that's not the case here. He looks really solid to me.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And a fastball. Tough take there, but it's even back at 2-2. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds at 2-2. The 2-2 one more time is looked at, and the count moves full.
One thing to take note of is how these last 2 batters have really driven up his pitch count. He's had to use 14 pitches already on them, and he's not even through this guy yet. 14 is near the top end of what you want to throw in a complete inning.
He froze him on the fastball there. Billy McKinney is the 2nd out in the 7th inning.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of his secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
Into the box, Breivik Valera, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. Scranton leads it 1-0.
Baseball is a game of streaks and runs, so a 4-game skid happens to even the best of teams. The key is they didn't panic or press. They just came out here, played their game, and put the losing streak behind them, like professionals are supposed to do. Well done.
And tonight's ends as a 3-0 shutout win. Scranton Wilkes-Barre rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. The kid, Shorty, takes the win on the mound, his 2nd of the year, as he finishes 7 innings with only 2 hits allowed. Stephen Worth is settled with a loss after giving up only 1 earned. Milton
Fight me. Fight me.
Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Tonight, the second of three to start the week between the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders and the Pawtucket Red Sox. It's baseball. It's the show. Nate Eovaldi is on the mound for game 2. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
3.
Stepping into the box, Samuel Rosario. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The left fielder, Samuel Rosario.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Fellas, our visiting team as they take the field after a scoreless top half. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, I've been really impressed with this team, especially on the recent road trip, the start to it. They're 3-1 after 4 games, playing really fundamentally sound baseball. From offense to defense, pitching, it's all coming together for this group.
And with that, here's a glance at the starting lineup for the home squad. Hero, tell us about this lineup as they try to force a rubber match in the series.
Well, Matty, this lineup's going to have to find their way to score early. Get this pitcher uncomfortable, stay on the attack, get into the bullpen. That's the name of the game. They let this guy settle in, he'll breeze through 7 strong.
1 out, nobody on. Oh, and 2, here it comes. Slow little grounder left side. To his left, Wade. Throw just in time, and oh, that was awfully close. Here's Steve Pearce now, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive.
The first baseman, Steve.
First offering on its way. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Swung on and missed. Shorty was born in the state of Pennsylvania. His pitch repertoire includes a curveball, a 4-seam fastball, and a 2-seam fastball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Right down Main Street, caught him looking. We played an inning, still 0-0. Here's Jackie Bradley now, and he's looking to turn things around. Ice cold at the plate in recent action.
Jackie.
Here comes the first pitch. Grounded weakly down the line toward third, but this is foul for the first strike. 0-1, here it comes. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Bradley, or JBJ as the initials read. He was a first-round pick back in 2011.
I know this guy hasn't turned out the way everyone expected, but he's still young. I don't think you can give up on a guy that has a tool set like this.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Ready with the 1-2, and he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Time for a look at the defensive alignment for the visitors. And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Escobar is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down. Next will be the designated hitter, Boris Millar, looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. First delivery to him on the way. Popped him up. Number 36 ranging into shallow right. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. So they go down without a whimper here. We played 2 full, and we are tied 0-0. Now to the plate, Delman Willett. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
The second baseman, Delman.
Here comes the first pitch.
Willett.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. 1-2.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
One of the big advantages to pitching ahead in the count if you're a pitcher, because you have to cover both pitches if you're a hitter. You have to cover the off speed and the
Yeah. Yeah. I took him out. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. Bye. Yep. Bye. Bye.
fastball. And in a 1-2 count, you might be sitting off speed. And what happens? He gets the fastball, and he can't catch up to the express.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Looked like a breaking ball that time, but it never came back down. Both teams so far yet to crack the hit column.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
That ball went out.
Lays off 2-2 now. Swing and a little blooper to center. Base hit, and they're into the hit column.
Get the ball for this man. He needs to put that on the mantle. He's been struggling. The season hasn't gone according to plan, but he's staying pop committed and grinded out a nice knock.
Batting ninth, the catcher.
Stepping in now, Garrett Napier. And it's fouled away. Lynn leads off first with one away. This one is fouled away up to the concourse area. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Fouled away. Still no balls and 2 strikes.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
And he fouls this one off. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching.
Hello. Wow. Yeah, I don't blame you. No. Oh boy. Yep. Yeah, he should be good. Yeah, he should be good. Yeah. No, he went pee. He didn't go poop, so he may have to go out when you guys get home. He didn't go poop. He wanted to play, and he wanted to go sit out front, so he went and sat out front for a while. Yeah. I work at 8:30 to 4. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Yeah. Yep. 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 Okay. All right, dear. Be safe. All right. Bye. Bye.
In now, Samuel Rosario, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Called strike 0-2.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
This is in the air out to straightaway center. Maben is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1 hit, 1 left. 3 innings complete, and we are tied 0-0. So striding forward now, Borges Hernandez. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Escobar is after it, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone, and that'll bring in the outfielder who's played for every AL Eastern Division club in his career, Steve Pearce. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. This year against right-handed pitching, Pearce hits in the 240s, so there's room for improvement in that regard.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
Well, that'll wake everyone up. Anytime you buzz the tower like that, there's reason for people to start getting a little bit edgy.
Two balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
That was aggressive pitching in that at bat, and I like seeing that. He showed all hard stuff until the 5th and final pitch for the strikeout. When you work off your hard stuff, it really opens up your secondary pitches to be more deceptive.
Now batting.
Standing in now,
fielder.
Jackie Bradley Jr. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball.
Jr.
It's 0-1.
He's been pitching really well so far in this one as we cruise into the middle innings. One of the big reasons why, 80% first pitch strike ratio. If he continues that, he might be able to finish this one.
The 0-2 home. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. And Maben will look this one into the glove, and the inning is over. So they breeze through this half of the inning. On to the top of inning number 5 we go, and we are tied 0-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Felix
third baseman,
Torres. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Torres.
First pitch coming. Here it is. In there. No balls and a strike. Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike 2. Oh, a tough pitch to lay off that time, but he got away with it. 1-2.
That turns out to be a good take on that front door breaking ball, but you have to wonder if that pitch buckled him at all. That was really close to clipping the inside corner.
The 1-2. Grounded up the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think, if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Popped up. Valenzuela is under it. 1 away. A little bit over halfway home tonight, bottom of the 5th, as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just 1 hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Digging in for his second at bat, Boris Millar comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. And a curveball that he didn't get on top of there. It's 1-1. Fastball well outside. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Number 36 trying to get there. The 2-2 one more time is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
Now batting, second baseman.
Into the box, Gilman Willett. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there. It's strike 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. Rounded softly down the line toward first, but this will get foul for strike 2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. So a strong start on the mound as he's blanked him through the first 5. We're through 5 here at the ballpark, and we still have no score. Ready now, Zue Lin. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home 6th. First offering on its way. Now this is chopped fouled at home plate. It's 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Weak grounder down the line at third. To his right, Wade. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close. Striding in, Garrett Napier. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
He's set. Here it comes. A ball and no strikes. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0. Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss on what should have been ball 3. Instead, the count goes to 2-1.
Obviously not where he wanted that curveball to end up, but I guess it fooled him enough to get the swing and miss.
Fouled off. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
Now batting.
Into the box now, Samuel Rosario, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
I think he's pitched better than anyone really expected in this one. He's done a real nice job, but someone's going to make him pay if he puts too many more pitches in that location.
Lifted the other way out to left center. Frazier sprinting after it. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. We're through 6 full, and we still have no score. Striding into the box, Gorky Hernandez. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Fly ball out toward left center field. Calling for it, Frazier. 1 away. Now batting, Steve Pearce. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
We're moving along late into this one, and it's no surprise this guy continues to pitch well. Over 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you're doing that, you really put the hitters on the defensive.
Escobar is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down. So here's the cleanup hitter, Jackie Bradley Jr. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Weak down the first baseline. He's got it. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So he keeps rolling right along. Make it 7 shutout innings now. 8th inning coming up. Scranton leads it 1-0. Leading off the inning, Felix Torres, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy. They're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
And there's the first out. So striding in, Boris Millar. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. And it's fouled away. Stays alive, still 0-2. And a waste pitch there, 1-2.
You know, Matty, I'm not surprised by that pitch. Raise the eye level a little bit. Maybe we get something bouncing in the dirt right here.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right. But what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
Now batting, the second baseman.
In now, Delman Willett, as he'll take a look at ball one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. In there, 2-2. 2 out, nobody on. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. He's through 8 with the shutout intact. 9th inning coming up. Scranton leads it 1-0.
It took them an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to complain as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
Tonight's game comes to an end. 5-1 the final score. Milton Casilla gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches.
The game's future stars are on
Ladies and
display as
gentlemen,
minor league baseball comes your way on the show.
Wilkes-Barre
Today we wrap up this
Rail
4-game
Rider.
weekend series between the Rochester Red Wings and the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders. The kid, Shorty, a right-hander from the Keystone State, gets the ball as the starter in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you want to know if this guy's one of the better pitchers in the league? Well, how about this? Batters are hitting under 200 against this guy for the year, so he's done a good job against both righties and lefties. And I'm looking for him to be just as dominant in this
Leading
one.
off for
Coming to the
Rochester,
plate now,
the designated
Alberto
hitter.
Minoso.
Alberto
He will lead this one off today.
Minoso.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Grounded foul off to the right and over toward the dugout. Dan Dero, we take a look at our home 9 as they take the field here
First
today.
pitch,
They come in a bit of a
107.
rough patch. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Yeah, Matty, it hasn't been the best of times, D-Row. They've lost the first 3 games of this set at home, and the last thing you want to do is get swept in a 4-game series at home. You need to win this one.
Yeah, it can't happen. Can't get swept 4 games in a row on your home turf. Watch for the manager to make. He's going to make moves, and he's going to make them quick. I don't know what they're going to be pitching, hit and run. Something's happening today.
The 0-2 once more. Skied into very shallow right. Escobar coming in. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. Time now to give you a look at the batting order for the visiting squad. Mark, how do they go about breaking out the brooms on the road?
Well, Matty, the old cliche goes battlers, grinders. I know it gets old saying that, but that's the exact description of what this
Batting
lineup
second.
presents
The second
today
baseman.
to the opposing
Ronald
pitcher. They do not
Correa.
strike out. He is going to have to grind. He is going to have to keep the ball in the ballpark, and his defense is going to have to be on point.
Just a perfect afternoon for baseball. 80 degrees under clear blue skies. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Stepping in now,
Batting third,
Rob
the
Nance,
first baseman.
as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
In today's game, if you're not disciplined for striking out, why would you change your approach with 2 strikes right here? Expect this guy to try and drive the baseball right here.
Whoa, that's
And he won't offer it that. Too high. 1-2.
Definitely not what you're trying to do here. 0-2 with a curveball. You see a lot of guys out.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Nothing doing here in the opening half inning. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1. No score. So coming to the plate, Roberto
Leading off for
Gonzalez.
Rochester,
First at bat for
third
him in this
baseman,
one. He was 1 for 4 with a
Roberto
double in the ball game last night.
Gonzalez.
Now the pitch. Right down Broadway that time. Strike 1. Well, today's game provides the visiting squad with a chance to complete the series sweep, guys.
And you can see why this team is in first place in the division. A solid ball club with good hitting and good pitching. And it's always key when you're playing interdivision squads.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch.
What's up, Ray?
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Maben on the run.
Oh.
But he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning. And he's got himself a leadoff double to begin the second.
He just tattoos this ball right here. Trying
What's
to sneak
up,
a
Ray?
fastball in on him? No way. Drives it to deep left center field gap, and that was a nice job to get the barrel
That's
around
good.
in time to score
The
that
right
baby
fielder.
up.
Into the
I'm
box,
good, how are you?
Roger Shaw. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He enters play with 14 home runs to his credit
Just
this
playing
year.
some baseball.
Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike.
I got drafted by the Yankees farm team. I'm in AAA right now.
The 1-1. Popped up. Wade moving to his left. 1 down.
All right, here's how the home side's lining up defensively. Hey, let's focus on Cameron Maybin in the outfield. One of the more dynamic outfielders in our sport. He's able to cover a ton of ground, gap to gap. I almost feel like he's playing left center to right center. He's not playing center field. He's got it all covered, bailing the other guys out, and not shabby with the offensive tool either.
Behind 0-2 now.
Yeah, I'm playing the other one.
Here it comes on
the
0-2. Popped up. Wade has room in foul territory, and he brings it in on the warning track. Now at the plate, number 41. He's 2 for 7 in the series so far. First delivery to him on the way. Pulled toward right center field. Calling for it, Escobar. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. Here now is Ryan Lamar as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one.
The left fielder, Ryan Lamar.
He's set, and
I don't think I'll
takes this the other way to right, and that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swinging there as he's on to kick off the inning.
Man, this guy's really starting to swing the stick again, D-Row. That extends his hitting streak to 9 games.
Yeah, he's leaking into 3 series right here now. 9 games, that's getting firm. He's seeing the ball well, and he's making the proper adjustments at the plate.
No balls and 1 strike. Lamar on at first, nobody out. On its way, the 0-2 pitch.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first.
What happened to Eli? Did he get hurt?
Ready for another chance? Alberto Minoso. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Alberto Minoso.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Out in front as this is skied in the air to straightaway left. Frazier comes on now and puts it away for the 2nd out of the inning. So
Yeah,
we're
he'll probably
under
get
first here
traded
with
soon.
2 gone in the inning. And up next, the infielder / utility man, Ronald
I think he's
Torres.
done as a
First
Giant.
pitch on its way. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
If he got benched and didn't even play yet.
Fouled away. 3rd inning, no score to this point. High in the air out to center field. Maybin is there. And that's the 3rd out. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. And we are tied 0-0.
Don't
Now
be
with
surprised
the
if he
plate,
gets
Rob Nance.
traded.
He got called out on strikes his last time through.
And Matty, it was a pretty nasty breaking ball that buckled this guy. That has to be in the back of his mind as he walks to the plate right here. Has to protect against looking foolish again on the off speed.
Wade has it, and it's a quick out, number 1. Into the box now, Roberto Gonzalez. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. 1-0 the count. The 1-0 is in there for strike 1.
Ball, 1 strike.
I'm hoping they call me up to the majors soon.
The 1-2. Pops him up. Valenzuela has a play. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
I'm hoping they call me up soon. Would be
At
nice.
the plate, Roger
The
Shaw.
right fielder.
Getting tired of
number
playing
16,
AAA.
Roger.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Shaw.
Hit hard back up the middle. Scooped up on the backhand. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
You know, D-Roll, that looked like a base hit all the way up the middle. A nice job there by the second baseman to get to it and make that jump throw to first base.
Yeah, one of the tougher plays in our game. A lot of great second basemen in our sport make this look easy, but I'll tell you what, it's not. To throw the ball to first base while your entire body and momentum is headed
What
towards
else is
left field
going
is one of
on?
the most difficult things to do in our sport.
He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Yeah. I'm off on the only day I have off is Tuesday.
The 0-1 pitch. Froze him on the bender there, and he's in the hole 0-2.
He certainly
I'm
hasn't been the
doing
aggressor in this
janitor and
at-bat.
working in
2
deli.
straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. 1 hit, 1 left. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go.
I
And we
work
are
from
tied
8:30 to
0-0.
4. I'm only off Tuesday.
Now in the box, number 41
Leading off
comes
for
into this
Rochester,
at-bat 0 for
the center
1 in the
fielder.
ball game.
Number 41.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. And he misses low with it, 2-0.
No strike.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself at counts where he's likely to be successful.
The 2-1 is looked at for ball 3.
Count is 3-1.
He's been throwing strikes all day, so you're not up at the plate thinking he's going to walk you in this situation. You need to be aggressive and sit hard at the plate.
Full count now, 3-2.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
The batter,
In now, Ryan
the left
Lamar,
fielder,
1 for
Ryan
1 after a single his first time up. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1.
Yeah, guys, the key to hitting in the big leagues is to hit off the heater, and this guy is obviously sitting something else.
Slapped hard the opposite way, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
I thought that was 3.
Into the box, Wilson Bush. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, big time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
A bouncer to the left side. Wade comes up with it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So nothing happening this time around. Home half of the 5th coming up, and we still have no score.
Alright, no problem. That's so funny time. Ugh.
Digging in once again, Alberto
I'll let you know.
Minoso. He flew out in his last
the
at
designated
bat.
hitter, Alberto Minoso.
First pitch on its way, and he takes ball 1. Swung on and missed on a pitch at the thumbs. A ball and a strike.
Hey, if these guys are going to have any chance in this one, they are going to have to set their sights a little lower. You cannot expect to get the barrel of the bat to that baseball. That is entirely too high.
Yeah.
Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Pretty late with the swing there. As a pitcher, you have to recognize that and
Coffee.
keep coming in with the hard stuff until he proves he can hit it.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
One way.
That's a pretty good pitch right there. That fastball on the inner half of the plate. You can see that he just isn't able to get those arms extended, and pretty ugly swing right there.
Now batting, the second baseman.
Ronald Torre is the next to bat as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. A 1 pitch on its way. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. Here's the 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
Pretty impressive back-to-back strikeouts to start the inning. What's even more important is now he gets to face the middle of the order without anybody on base for them to drive in.
The first baseman, number 4.
Into the box now, Rob Nance, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
Oh.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So the 2-out base hit, and the top of the inning is still alive.
He doubled up on the heater right there. First one he blew right by him. Second one, timing was on point, and he was able to get a hit.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Standing in now, Roberto Gonzalez, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to Hackett, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
I think he's pitched better than anyone really expected in this one. He's done a real nice job, but someone's going to make him pay if he puts too many more pitches in that location.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 is looked at off the plate for a ball.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Another full count pitch home. Is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th, and we still have no score. Digging in to try it again, Roger Shaw. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
And he takes strike 2.
Okay.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And he punches out another one. Make it 9 for the ball game.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
The batter, number 13.
Stepping in now, Ehire Adrianza, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. No hits to this point.
Hit a corner
And
right
he
there,
fouls
straight
this one
up.
off. There's a line drive base hit to left field.
Cut it.
Man, I watched Chipper Jones for years, one of the best switch hitters of all time, work on his craft under the tunnel. It's not easy to put the time in, but bottom line is, one of the reasons why they do it is the ability to work the whole field.
Hit hard on the ground.
Oh, come on.
And that gets through for a one-out base hit. And with that, the go-ahead runs up to second now with only one away.
Boy, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, D-Row. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit the batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
1 for 2 in the ball game thus far.
One ball, one
Can't
strike.
find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
And another foul ball. Working for the punch out and the offering. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And here's a swing and a miss, and that, folks, is a big out number 2.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
First offering on its way. Hard hit ball to second. There is Travis. Throw, got him, and they get out of it as the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark, and we still have no score.
Oh, wow, they're going to keep me in.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in Alberto Manoso. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully. And when a guy starts leaving the curveball up, that's a sign he's beginning to tire a little bit out there. He's got to be able to get on top of that pitch or he's going to start getting hurt.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a 1-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
The batter.
Digging in, Ronald Torreyes. He's gone hitless in this one, Dan, and he's not alone.
No, he's not, Matt. This lineup has had no answer to their opponent on the mound so far.
And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The first baseman, number 4, Rob Ness.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now. And that's over. 2-1. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. The 2-2. A bouncer up the middle. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. As we take a look at his numbers, a couple of things jump out at you.
And here's the thing from a pitcher's perspective. You look at this line and you think, wow, he's been sitting guys down all game long, and that's true. But on the flip side, his pitch count is up there. You have to wonder if he might be.
And the center fielder is under it to make the catch, and the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. Home half of the 8th, straight ahead. Scranton leads it 1-0.
Leave me in. It's only one more inning. Ah, come on. Why you gotta take me out for?
Well, baseball is a game of streaks and runs, so a 4-game skid happens to even the best of teams. The key is
I'm making some coffee.
they just came out here, played their game, and put the losing streak behind them, like professionals are supposed to do. Well done.
A 2-0 finish today. The Scranton Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. The kid, Shorty, notches his 3rd win of the year, picking up 11 strikeouts along the way. Cole Stewart is settled with a loss after giving up only 1 earned. Milton Casilla hammers down the save, his 9th of the year. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
2 runs, 6 hits, 1 error, and 13 runners left on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 22 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Alright, I'm back, Ray. Thanks. Okay. Are you watching the baseball game? Okay.
Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. Tonight we get the week started with the first of four between the Columbus Clippers and the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders. It's baseball on the show. The kid, Shorty, gets the call for game one of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
An interesting stat about this guy. Coming into this game, right-handed hitters are hitting below 200 on the season for him as the starting pitcher. So he must be doing something right when he's facing the righties.
So digging in now, Giancarlo Garlobo. And we are set for baseball here this evening. First of four here on this Monday night as the first pitch of the game is over for strike one. Guys, we take a look at the home nine as they take the field tonight. Even after the victory last time out, they come in trying to turn things around as they've been slumping of late, winning in just 3 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of things trending in the right direction for this team. They won their last game, they scored a bunch of runs, and let's see if they continue that today.
Here's a fastball in on the fist, and that'll even things up at 2-2.
kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last two were fastballs trying to get it right by him.
And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
Not what you want to do on the mound, go from 0-2 to 3-2, but credit the man in the box for being patient, even with 2 strikes.
Oh, and a big curveball swung on and missed, and the leadoff man is retired to start out the game. And now we'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors in this one. D-Row, what do you got on this lineup in the series opener?
Yeah, Matty, this lineup has just gone cold. It happens from time to time, but somebody's going to have to create a spark. Hopefully it's with the first 2 guys in the batting order.
The designated hitter, Elvis.
First offering on its way. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes.
1-1-1
with the hole. On to first, but it's too late as the first base umpire says they just missed getting him at the bag.
Damn.
You know, D-Row, as a pitcher, that could be so frustrating. You're taught to try to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down first base, knowing he's got an infield single right there. He has no business. He'll line out probably 15 times, but it won't even out. You take him when you can get him.
Maven there to put it away for out number 2.
Yeah, Bree. Yeah, I have some Asperger.
Stepping up now, Russell Maine, and he always poses a threat, of course. One of the true superstars in the game today.
Yeah. Yeah. But. Damn kids. Oh, damn kids. Oh, I struck it. She's not here. She's at her friend's house. But I'll tell her.
Here comes the first pitch. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep that front shoulder square, pointed towards the pitcher. That'll keep everything on plane.
Pineda leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Reined in. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1, no score.
I'll be right back, right. Oh, jeez. All right.
Now at the plate, Thomas Knight, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Yeah, you attack the zone and get a swing and a miss that late on your first pitch fastball. good chance he's coming right back with the same thing.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
This is what every pitcher likes to have. Another 0-2 count really puts the hitters on the defensive side in multiple ways. You can go fastball up, you can go breaking ball down. One of the keys, getting ahead, and he's done a very good job of that so far.
There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. Now another 0-2. Popped him up. Nakajima calls for it, and that's the first out of the inning.
All right, here's how the home side's lining up defensively. And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
First pitch on its way.
No,
fastball just missed above the zone.
1-0.
Swing and a miss at the bender, and it's even at 1-1. Outside, 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
The 2-1 is a fastball that misses. Greg Allen will be next. There's ball 4.
What?
Stepping in, Greg Allen. The average for him entering play, not far north of 200.
Greg
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Maben is there. 2 down.
No runner, no runner. Cut hold, cut hold.
Into the box now, Gil Medeiros, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Gil Medeiros.
Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Ball.
Ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
And that's taken for a called strike 2.
Hey, he's not going to get away with that all day. He's got to find a way to get on top of that ball and bury it.
Now a curveball in there. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. So it's no runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. On now to the bottom of the second, and we are tied 0-0.
Really?
So stepping in, Ryan LaVarnway, and he'll start out their half of the third, top of the order to follow. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Well, based on that swing, I'd say this guy's got his A-game fastball working right now. The only way you're going to get to that pitch is you got to make an adjustment and get that down a little earlier.
And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. Bailey is over, and he puts it away for the first out. Standing in, Giancarlo Garlobo. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ball 1 to start the at-bat.
Ray, does the pitcher look like me?
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Third inning, no score to this point. Hit hard to the right. Foul.
Double.
Fastball right back to the mound.
No, what are you doing?
Oh, he may have been a little disoriented there or something. That's going to allow his man to reach first safely.
And this is just a mental lapse right there. I know your catcher is good with the glove, but you simply can't throw home in this instant. Take the easy
You're
out.
supposed to throw it to
Always.
first.
Runner at first following the error. And striding forward, the designated hitter, Elvis Pineda.
Pineda.
From the stretch. This pitch is popped up. Bailey in foul ground. And no one will track it down. 0-1 count. Here it comes.
That's a strike.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
The guy on the mound must have a different scouting report than we have right here. This looks like a beautiful situation for a double play right here, but he continues to pound up in the zone.
Scooped up to second for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So no runs or hits here as the error turns out to be unimportant. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3, and we are tied 0-0.
Really? 3 grindouts? What the hell?
Digging in the switch hitter, Darius Blunt. He flew out in his last at-bat. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Right side, hit hard. And that is through into right field for a single.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guy swinging first pitch.
No, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Slow roller down the third baseline. Backhanded. The second for one. Return throw is in time. And what do you know? They do get the double play.
That'll work.
Digging in now, Thomas Knight.
The catcher, number 14, Thomas Knight.
He's set. Here it comes. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike. Hits off the line at first. Bailey charging this one, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1 hit's all they get. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4, and we are tied 0-0.
Really? More ground outs? Man. Oh. What the hell? Oh, squeeze me.
Stepping into the box, number 64, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
64.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball in there for a called strike. Lifted the other way out to left center. Frazier arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out. Coming to the plate now, Greg Allen comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ball 1.
What the heck was that?
Two 2-0 now.
Not a great spot to be in right here, 2-0, but I'm not so sure why he's pitching this guy so cautiously. A bottom of the order guy you don't normally see getting pitched like this.
3-0 now.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one, but that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
Swing, and he popped him up over in foul territory back behind third. And this is handled easily, so quickly 2 are gone here to start the fifth.
Number 15, second baseman.
He's set and the pitch. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Skied into very shallow right. Escobar on the move. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. Last half of the fifth coming up, and we still have no score. Digging in, Ryan Lavarnway. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Ready with the 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
I think he's pitched better than anyone really expected in this one. He's done a real nice job, but someone's going to make him pay if he puts too many more pitches in that location.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. And now we're going to get a stoppage here as the 4 umpires will gather together near third base to discuss whether or not that was really a foul ball. And remember now, if there's any uncertainty, the umpires can go inside to get a look at the video feed from headquarters in New York. And I believe that's exactly what they're going to do. We'll give you a look at this from our own cameras and let you make the call for yourself. Okay, the umpires have emerged from the dugout with the ruling. And it is going to remain a foul ball. So they had it right the first time. But if there's any doubt, go inside and get this thing right. Now the 0-2 pitch. He hung him a curveball there, and he's going to live to regret it as this ball is going to wind up well over the wall in left field. A long home run. A solo shot here to left. His first home run of the season. As they get on the board first, it's 1-0.
This is one of those pitches that will stick with a pitcher for a long time after a game. Here's a hitter who's average at best. Doesn't hit for a lot of power. Not a great average. He has him down in the count 0-2. And what does he do? Grooves one right to him, and even an average hitter like this will punish your mistakes.
He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Fastball runs off the outside. It's 1-1. To 1-2 now. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Frazier is there. 1 out. Striding forward now is the DH. Elvis Pineda becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. No balls and a strike to count. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Now that's popped up. Nakajima is there for it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Ready for another shot now. Darius Blunt. He singled his last time up. Back up the middle. Nakajima ranges to his left. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. So they pick up a run on the solo home run as that'll give them the lead. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. The Clippers lead it 1-0.
Man.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Russell Maine. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. 1-1, here it comes. Rolled slowly down the first baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Count still at 1-2. He'll try again. 1-2. Another one sent foul. The next 1-2 pitch. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. Now a fastball taken outside here as it moves it to 2-2 now.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him, so we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
Frazier is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Into the box,
Now
Thomas Knight, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Fouled off. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Escobar is in pursuit. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Stepping in, number 64. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
64.
Strike one to start the at-bat. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Frazier is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So we go quietly here in this half inning. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch. Columbus is out in front, 1-0.
Oh, tied it up. Really? What the heck you take me out of the game for? Hey, I won.
Well, everyone was treated to a really well-played ball game in this one, and the guy you see there turned in a particularly notable performance, so he's our top player of the game in this one.
Well, when your one hit of the game is a home run and it ends up being a really critical one, you have to feel pretty good. It wasn't a huge day on the stat sheet, but it led his team to a win, and
For
that's
the Rail
all
Riders,
you can hope
2
for as a
runs,
player.
6 hits, 1 error. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 39 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Manager checks in with his ball club.
AAA baseball for you now on the show as we present coverage from the International League. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game weekend series. The kid, Shorty, will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
This guy has a 3-pitch mix, and he needs all 3 of his pitches. If he has them all working and uses them properly, he has a chance to be very effective.
At the plate, Roscoe Devine. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball 1. Fellas, you take a look at our homestanding ball club as they come into this one tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Hey, Matty V, we're taking a look at a team right here, D-Row. Through 5 games of this homestand, they're 3-2. I know they were expecting more, but they'd like to win this one here today and get that up to 4-2 on this homestand.
Yeah, this is an important one right here. You don't want to go 500 first 6 games, especially at home. On the road, you can deal with it. At home, this is a must-win.
Frazier comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 1. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. D-Row, tell us about this lineup as they try to force a rubber match in the series.
Well, Matty, this is a fun offense to watch. They grind you down. They're in the top third of the league in walks. They make the pitcher really have to execute pitches within the strike zone. Not a lot of chase, not a lot of swing and miss in this lineup. They create a lot of opportunities. Let's see what happens today.
Behind 0-2 now. The 0-2 pitch. And it's fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. 0-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now.
There's your textbook waste pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
Straight up. Pops him up toward the left side of the infield, and he'll squeeze this one for the 2nd out. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Jim Sandoval. Comes off an 0-for-4 in last night's ball game.
Sandoval.
And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1.
This offense has been warned. If they didn't know already, now they do know. He's got his A-game fastball with him today.
Hard ground ball to third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So a fairly painless top of the first. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1. No score. Stepping up to the plate, Scott Schebler. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
Scott Schebler.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Called strike at the letters. 0-1. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. Fouled away. The 1-2. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Line drive to left. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
You don't see that too often. You starting to get in swing mode and you start fouling off multiple pitches, you'll swing at the rosin bag if he'll throw it. Nice job by the offensive player to get himself a base hit.
Batting fifth, the first
Into the box now, Derek Dietrich, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Grounded softly down the line toward first.
I hope they don't go to the World Series.
And here's a fastball on 0-2, but it misses. 1-2 now.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Time for a look at the defensive alignment for the home team. And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5, fewest errors in the league. Flashing the leather, picking and grinning, keep an eye on them. They play stout defense.
0-1 the count. Schebler, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high. 1-2.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0-2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhat tempting. You're not going to get anyone to swing a bat at that pitch.
And a fastball flew it right by him, and they're 2 down. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
Maury is a highly regarded defender, especially as corner infielders go. Some guys at first or third are there because they can hit, but he takes a lot of pride in his defense, and as a result, it's definitely not uncommon for him to make an impact on the game with his glove.
1-2.
And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. Smoked on the ground left side. Played on the backhand. And he is in there.
You know, D-Rose, sometimes one of your best friends are your own teammates right there. Good hustle from first base to beat that throw to second. And guess what? He bought his battery made a knock.
Yeah, he definitely bought him a knock. You know what else he's going to buy?
He was safe. I thought he was out
at some point, because that's some significant hustle right there. There was a nice play. The internal clock of the defender thought he still had a chance at second. Wasn't meant to be.
From the belt, the pitch fouled off. He's set. The 0-1. And here's a foul ball just off to the right as they get ahead of him here. 0-2. Drilled on the ground to short. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded.
Hey, finally scored a run. I did that.
Next up will be Kyle Farmer. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike 1. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole. 0-2 now. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Curveball got him swinging for the first out.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
Standing in now, Roscoe Devine, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. High in the air out to center field. Alford is right there. And there's the second out of the inning. At the plate, Richard Farron, 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch of the at-bat. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Swing and a miss for strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. A ball and 2 strikes, the count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
The MO of this pitcher in the early going is certainly establishing the inside part of the plate. He has been dominant. Sometimes you just got to tip your hat if a guy can effectively, consistently pitch inside like he is.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Nothing doing here this half. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. Scranton leads it 1-0. Standing in, Jim Sandoval. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Jim Sandoval.
First offering on its way. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. Fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field, and this one's not coming back. This is a long home run. A solo shot here to left, number 14 on the season, and this ball game is tied at 1.
Well, he missed the fastball earlier, so the pitcher thought he can't catch up to my eater. Well, he not only caught up to it, he chased it down and tattooed it out of here.
The center fielder, Scott Schebler.
From the stretch, just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Here's the 0-1. Slapped hard the opposite way, but this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out, number 1. So 1 away here with the bases empty, and now Derek Dietrich strides into the batter's box. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. And 2, here it comes. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch, and even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Skied into very shallow right. Escobar has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So 1 run on 1 hit, which was the home run. No errors and no one left on base. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. Striding in once again, Peter Morey.
Leading off for Louisville, the third baseman, Peter
ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch to short. Scooped up on the backhand. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. And now is the Stanford product, Alex Blandino. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Frazier will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting, catcher
He's ready. Here's the first offering. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. A ball and a strike.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Yeah, it really does, Matt, but this offense isn't helping him too much. It sort of feels like the next team to score is going to win this thing.
Bailey over to his left, and that retires the side. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. Leading off the inning, Roscoe Devine, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Roscoe.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Here it comes, 0-2. And he goes up the ladder on him, but he lays off 1-2. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number one.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with two strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
Shortstop, Richard Ferrin.
In now, Richard Ferrin, as the first pitch here is a bit high. It's ball one. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. 1-1.
That was a good swing right there. It might be the best one he's had all night because he was right on it.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch.
Nope.
There's a breaking ball that he didn't quite get on top of.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Now batting.
Stepping in now, Jim Sandoval, as he looks at a fastball on the inside corner for strike one. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Behind 0-2 now.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. So they breeze through this half of the inning. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 6. Scranton leads it 2-1. And that brings up Scott Schebler. Due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at-bats.
The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike one.
Case in point right there, Matty. We're seeing a trend, the north and south. A lot of pitchers working that elevated fastball and then breaking stuff off in the dirt. We used to see east-west, not the case anymore.
Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Here's the 1-2. Hits down the line at first. Bailey is there, and they'll just tag him out along the first base line.
Sometimes for a first baseman, the best thing you do is just go ahead and tag the guy like that. Hey, there's a lot more that can go wrong when you try to throw to the pitcher or the second baseman covering.
Now here's the pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
And it's fouled away. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Fouled away. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. So a full count now.
These last 2 guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
Popped him up. Nakajima is under it. 2 gone.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
The right fielder, number 6.
That'll bring in Phillip Ervin as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. No hits to this point. Fastball at the letters, and he turns on it, hits it high and deep out to center field. That one is out of here.
What?
This game is tied. So it's a solo shot to dead center, number 10 for him on the year, as we are all knotted up at 2. Skipper's out of the third base dugout on his way toward the mound, and it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. Won't get a decision in this one, but except for a few mistakes, he pitched pretty well here this evening. Will Adams will get the ball here as he looks to get the final out in the top of the 7th.
Number 9. Play ball. Will Adams.
That hit him. He's got 3. Ball 4. Take it in. 3.
Well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with the victory and look on to the next one.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. Scranton Wilkes-Barre came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Will Adams earns the victory out of the bullpen, his 5th. Milton Casilla records the save, his 11th of the game. Minor League Baseball is live. Sal Romano, a right-hander from the Empire State, gets the starting assignment. Now at the plate, Roscoe Devine. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The left fielder.
First delivery to him on the way. And he lays off there 1-0. Well, you take a look at our visiting club as they take the field tonight. They were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, I know last game, but you know as well as I do, in this sport, you have to have short-term memory. You have to let it go. They can get it going back in the right direction today.
A chance now to take a look at how the home team lines up in this one. Nero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Yeah, Matty, what I want you to focus on is the fact that this team does not like to run. Very station to station. It's going to take a couple of hits to score runs with this offense. They swing the bats well, but they don't put any pressure on the defense as far as base running.
Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Hey.
The 1-2. Hit back up the middle. Nakajima up the middle. Off balance throw, but he couldn't get enough on it, so it'll be scored as an infield single.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
High and deep to right center. Escobar giving chase. He gets there, and that's the second out. And that brings up Scott Schebler. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Clearly off with his timing on that one, a swinging strike. Under to first. And he will apply the tag himself, and the inning is over. An inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on the show. Digging in, Derek Dietrich, as we take a look there at the difference in his numbers between June and July. And he fouls this one off. Might have thought about it here, but he lays off the breaking ball inside. It's even at 1. Now here it comes. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. The 1-2. Ground ball right side, straight into the shift. And that's through for a hit.
Hey, some guys look out there, Dan, they don't care. They can't execute the ball the other way. It's not that easy. They're going to hit it as hard as they can right into the shift and let the chips fall where they may.
You know, it's hard, D-Roy, when you've come up all the way through high school, little league, college ball, and the minor leagues, and you're used to pulling the ball. That's the type of hitter you are. Some of these hitters are going to have to try to make some changes with these exaggerated shifts.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
The guy on the mound must have a different scouting report than we have right here. This looks like a beautiful situation for a double play right here, but he continues to pound up in the zone.
Dietrich gets his lead at first, nobody out. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Okay, here's a defense for the away team. Hey, let's focus on Cameron Maybin in the outfield. One of the more dynamic outfielders in our sport. He's able to cover a ton of ground. The gap. I almost feel like he's playing left center to right.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. So no runs on one base hit, no errors, and no one left on. We'll go now to the top of the third. And we are tied 0-0. At the plate, Peter Morey. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's set. Here it comes. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. Fastball called for strike two.
I guess he's really trying to measure that fastball in his first at-bat, but you really never want to put yourself in 0-2 count if you could do anything about it.
Good take there to lay off the high fastball.
But there's your textbook waste pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
2-2 the count. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at-bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
Fouled off. The next 3-2. Gets him looking. Strike three. Settling in now, Alex Blandino, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Alex Blandino.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. High pop up. Nakajima has a play, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Now at the plate, Richard Farron.
Leading off.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get him in, but that hasn't been the case. Boy, this guy's been swinging a hot stick lately, and there's just another example. And even when he doesn't hit one on the barrel, he still manages another base hit.
Yeah, don't overthink it. When you're flowing like he is right now, he's hot as a pistol. Everything's falling.
Now batting.
Into the box now, Jim Sandoval. 1 ball, no strikes the count. The 1-0 is taken for ball 2. Outside, 3-0 now.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
And that misses for ball 4, and it's first and second now with nobody out.
Well, they've struggled offensively in this one so far, but after that walk, they've got runners at first and second and look ready to make a little noise. Just need a big hit now.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
This is what every pitcher likes to have. Another 0-2 count really puts the hitters on the defensive side and
now, meanwhile, this ball's going to get through, and that's a base hit. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. Get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Derek Dietrich is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
I don't blame the batter for pulling the trigger right there. Those fastballs light up your eyes, and you can occasionally do damage with them, but he wasn't able to catch up with that one.
0-2, here it comes. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
He's 0 for 1 thus far. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation, so making him get a pitch up and actually in the zone is a must.
The 0-2 once more. And another foul ball. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Line toward right center. And that's in there. Base hit. And the run will score from second to make this a 2-0 ball game. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Stepping into the box, Charlie Douglas.
Catcher, Charlie.
Here comes the first pitch. Softly on a line to third.
Jesus.
Base hit, and that'll get a run in. Now to the plate, Peter Maury. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue of this inning. Matt, a hit here could really fire up that dugout.
0-1, here's the pitch. This ball will be chopped foul. 3 runs already home here. And there's the good curveball as he set down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
Alex Blandino is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Chased a bad one there, 1-1. Blandino, a California-born ball player. He was selected in the first round during the 2014 draft.
I know this guy hasn't turned out the way everyone expected, but he's still young. I don't think you can give up on a guy that has a tool set like this.
Hit in the air out to right. Escobar has it in his tracks. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So 3 runs on 4 base hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. We played 4 full. Louisville's out in front here, 3-0. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Roscoe Devine. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
Ready once again, Richard Farron. He singled his last time up. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Expect the guy on the mound to keep attacking his zone right here. He has a chance for a quick inning. He is not nibbling. Everything is catching those 17 inches.
On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone in the home 5th. So striding forward now, Jim Sandoval lays off 1-0.
Sandoval.
Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Travis is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side is retired. So after the 3 spot last time around, he's able to bounce back and hang a 0 here. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Scott Scheffler. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Popped him up. Travis waits on it. He's got it 1 away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Derek Dietrich. A hit in 2 tries so far. He's set, and the pitch. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1. Fastball well outside. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. Freezes him. A strikeout looking. That'll bring in Phillip Ervin. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
Number 6, Phillip Ervin.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Just off the outside that time. Laid off for a ball. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
Do you take your chances in this situation as a hitter, knowing he's just missed outside 2 pitches in a row, and dive a little bit and try and drive something in the opposite field?
And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. So nothing happening this time around. 7th inning coming up. The Bats lead it 3-2.
E.
Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
And tonight's comes to an end. 6-3 the final. The Louisville Bats took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Richie Shed wins.
A player receives input from a coach.
Alright, Ray. I will talk to you another time. I'm going to sign off, bud. Have a good night. I'll talk to you later, buddy.